quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Breeze's Saints going up against Manning's Giants. With that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium as we welcome in our guys, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup lined up here between the New Orleans Saints and the New York Giants. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line. And tough starting field position here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back near the goal line. Here's Manning. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. The 40, 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham, 96 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now Breeze. He's going to fire one deep. He's got a man complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And now a first down following that long gain. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to take another shot here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The headshots here are the offensive unit. And what about Brandon Cooks?
If he's not a 1,000-yard receiver every year he's healthy in the league, I'll be surprised. Came out of college wanting to be a pro, studied all the best receivers in the NFL before he even got to the league.
Breeze will try again on second down. His throw incomplete. And quickly the starting 11 now for the New York defense.
Jason Pierre-Paul, so good to see him back on the field, resuming his place as one of the elite pass rushers in the league.
Now Breeze on third down. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Ten yards still left on second down. On second down, here's Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Continues to be a great year for Thomas, leading all rookie receivers in yards, catches, and touchdowns, all 3 categories through 11 weeks.
And so many rookie receivers in the 2016 draft, these high flyers, guys who can sprint. The big knock against Michael Thomas was a so-called lack of speed. Note to self, don't worry about speed, worry about catch radius and guys who run good routes. Michael Thomas leading all of those rookies.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Breeze going to sneak it. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees taking it in. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Point after try forthcoming. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So here come the Giants again on offense. You know, earlier we were talking about the windy conditions in Week 11 and how that affected Eli Manning in a positive way because he knew the elements. Is that really a storyline, or does that get blown out of proportion?
I think a lot of times it's actually underrated because people understand their stadiums very well. They work out in them. They know where the wind patterns are. They understand how the sunlight's going to affect them. They get all of that, and so you have that local knowledge similar to a golfer playing on his home course, and I don't think it gets enough credit at times. In fact, if you go back to the original stadium that the Giants were playing in when they moved over there, there are a lot of reports about how they would, move doors and different things for the different wind patterns there to affect the other team.
Second down and 4. Manning to throw on second down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out of.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Giants. Paul Perkins, 69 yards. And the Giants are in for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. clock winding down. Now Breeze. He's going to fire. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. There's Perkins on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 2nd down, here's Manning. And that's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 3rd and 4.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Manning now to throw. He finds Beckham complete. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, that's the kickstarter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli is with his demeanor, able to maintain his calm and his poise, because we know OBJ, he can run pretty hot and get excited out there.
Sometimes just one-handed grabs for him.
It doesn't matter what it is. Just throw it up there. He'll go get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Manning looking to... And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. On the return, here's Marcus Murphy. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. So Landon Collins in on the tackle there. What a year he's had. Picked off Jay Cutler to secure their Week 11 win. And now picks in 4 straight games for him.
So he leads his team in interceptions. He also leads in tackles. He's 2nd in sacks. I love what he did in the offseason in working on his coverage ability. That's why he's able to get to the football and take it away from the other team. Coming out of college, that was supposed to be the weakest part of his game.
He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 3rd and 4.
Sometimes it looks pretty simple, batting the ball away, but oftentimes there's some pretty good teaching and practice that goes into it. being able to get to the receiver, not interfere, and get his hands through the football and knock it away.
To throw is Breeze. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Ready?
Now a play fake here on first down. He sets to fire deep. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Time to step aside. We're back to East Rutherford. But first, this timeout. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Manning to throw on second down. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Eli to OBJ. What a combo. And really, how do you defend them when they're on their game?
Absolutely, and they're on their game in this one. That's really what this offense is predicated on, isn't it?
It really is. It's explosive plays, and it doesn't matter whether Eli throws it 3 yards or 30 yards. OBJ can provide that.
He finds his target, Beckham. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
To throw, it's Manning. And this is Shepard on the catch. The rookie from Oklahoma, Shepard, 50 yards, another touchdown in Week 11. He's really coming along.
He is, and remember in the offseason when he was drafted, the prevailing thought was, okay, they weren't sure they'd get Victor Cruz back full-time. So you get Sterling Shepard, who essentially becomes Victor Cruz. Well, they've had Victor Cruz as well for much of the season, so they've complemented each other. But Sterling Shepard, so crafty, so smart, so tough in the way he runs his routes, he's carved out his own niche in a short order.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Four yards remaining now on second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing is Manning. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. From the gun on 3rd down, Manning. It's caught, Shepard. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. In the red zone this time. 4 Throwing now is Manning. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Will tie from 8 yards out. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On second down, here's Breeze. Under pressure, they got him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Well, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry, so we're going to get them right to quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 63 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Breeze now on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Manning going to give it to Perkins. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And they're going to speed things up here.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Well, they know they've got a good starter. Now the guy coming in to spell him shows he can run it pretty good as well.
And I think he appreciates the starter, wearing people down, tiring them out a little bit. He took full advantage, didn't he? Came in with fresh legs and carried the ball.
Into the red zone now. Manning looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Jarrell Adams, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Back to the air on second down. It's Manning. It's his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he's brought down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
To throw is Manning. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass and completing it.
They go play action here on 1st down. And Cooks has it over the middle. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. They come up with 1 back. That's Ingram. The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. Caught by Snead over the middle. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going up top. Got a man, it's Cooks. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks, 38 yards. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. He juked him, and he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
A dump off to the flat for Perkins. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And they're just a couple of yards shy of a 1st down here on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up with Perkins. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the 1st.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Manning now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. Second down, Perkins. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
They come up with 1 back. That's Ingram. The play clock's running down. Throwing now is Breeze. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's 2nd down.
Give him credit for batting it away, but unable to come up with the interception. And sometimes that joke does come true. Guys are on defense for a reason. Maybe their hands aren't quite as skillful as the guys on offense, but a lot of credit on that play for just knocking it away.
Cooks will come in motion right. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. That's caught inside the 20s. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have cut it back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Giants. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Here's Manning to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 46 yards. Fresh set of downs here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Perkins on the give from Manning. Muscles him off. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4. So the offense needing 4 yards. It's third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. 12 yards is the pickup there, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a first and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
From the 2-yard line yet again. Let's see what they can do on third and goal. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew, and he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Now Gold for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Now it's Murphy. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. They come out here in the eye. Now Perkins. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They go with Perkins again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Still 9 yards to go on third down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Throwing is Manning on third down. Hitting Donnell here, the tight end right side. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Yes, indeed. Eli Manning to Odell Beckham Jr. When they do it over and over, they usually win games.
Yeah, and you know the video game Madden, right?
Of course.
Yeah, that's why he's a big reason that Odell Beckham was on the cover in 16 with the arm stretched out, that famous one-handed catch.
Yeah, he did that a lot, didn't he?
Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before, getting his feet down. Would you say dotting the I? I can cross the T as well. That was excellent footwork to get in bounds and make a great catch.
Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles.